And on this episode of I Thought This Was a Joke, we have this from Comic Book. Marvel's Agatha spin-off confirms premiere date and new official title. Why do you keep changing the title of your own show? Does that not make the audience think that we have no idea what we're doing? You could have just called it Agatha, and people would have known what it was. But instead, you guys decided to, as usual, overshare. And the titles we got in the past are Agatha, Coven of Chaos. That would have worked. Then we got Agatha, The Darkhold Diaries. That would have worked too. You know how she had the Darkhold book? And that was like a major thing in WandaVision and in Doctor Strange. Like, these books are very, very powerful and very, very important. You could have called it either one of those titles, and it would have been fine. And then this one came out that I thought this was a meme. It's called Agatha, the Lion Witch with the Great Wardrobe. Can you think for a second what is going on in Marvel Studios today that a human being wrote that down and told someone higher up that we should change the title to this though, and they listened. Now the title has been changed again to where it's called simply Agatha All Along. Here's one of the biggest problems with Hollywood. They don't really understand what a meme is. They just think because people are putting the hashtag Agatha All Along and clipping in pictures of her doing terrible historical events, and it's like, oh, haha, look, Agatha did that stuff. Like, yeah, Marvel right now is looking at that, and they're like, hey, you know what? People are loving this. They love the hashtag Agatha All Along, so we're going to change our show to that. You had three great ideas. You could have called it Agatha. You could have called it Agatha, Coven of Chaos. You could have called it Agatha, the Darkhold Diaries. And either one of those three would have worked. But no. You decided to go with literally the worst one. And you want me to take this studio seriously. You want me to take this show seriously. And you want me to take this character seriously. A couple of months ago, I made a video about Agatha and Echo, saying that I think one of the worst things that could happen for Marvel is these shows being absolute hits. Because I don't think they would know what to do with Echo if it was the greatest show of all time. Let's just say for a second, we live in some weird fantasy world here where Echo was the most watched Disney Plus show of all time, and it had the highest ratings of audience scores and critics alike. They would have had 100% had to put this character as a main staple of the Avengers now and going forward. The comic books at Marvel will be 100% geared towards Echo spin-offs. Because if there would have been a win, they would have gone all in on that. Same thing with Captain Marvel. If the Marvels would have been a fantastic movie and everyone loved it, we would be seeing Captain Marvel at the forefront of the Avengers from now into forever. They would be making the entire franchise around her. Same thing with Agatha. And it is the most watched show of all time on Disney Plus and brings in 100 million subscribers and everyone loves it. Critics and everyone else alike. What do you do with her? Do you make her the main focus of the Avengers? Do you bring her back? Because you're not just going to kill her off. You got to do something with her. So that's what I'm saying. The worst case scenario for Disney Plus ever is these shows are a hit. Because what do you do afterwards? And they don't know. They can't even get a title right. You're telling me you can't even get your title right to your own show, and you're going to tell me realistically I should watch this show? Unbelievable. What absolute embarrassments that are going on over there. And the fact that Disney keeps putting this out there for us to hear about it and for me to review, they just want it at this point. They just want to be embarrassed every single second of the day. But what do you guys think about that? Do you have faith in the Agatha TV show? Let me know what you think.